Hello everyone. We're going to play the first turn of Master of Clady. Okay? The first thing is to understand where we are when we launch the application. We're on a map that we can move around, where there are different types of objects. For example, there are cities where many different populations currently reside.
Okay.
And there are also places that can be explored with the dragon.
Yeah, where are we right now? Who are we? Exactly. Here we have the shield that we have chosen for ourselves, and here, if we zoom in,
It's only us here. This is our own dragon, our tower. And what it's saying here is that every turn we earn 150 gold coins. What is it that would go here? And there's a threat of 1.36 because of the defenses that are in place. Who exactly is doing the defending?
Your dragon, ang Kalagon, a personal golem, and then there's me, of course. I am the alchemist. So that's the team. All right. Have you noticed that some have question marks and some have golden threat? The threat indicates how difficult it is to conquer. A threat level of 116 is not difficult, it's easy to attack. So then the most logical thing is, just like in all strategy games, we attack and try to increase our income level, which is currently at plus 87. For the publishers that I can see it and know what's there, because I could attack this blindly, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to lose my dragon on. I'm going to select this one. It gives me the most money.
I am selecting the dragon.
If I want to see what chances there are to conquer her battle favorite fantastic, it means I'll be able to win. And this is the precision of the simulation. If it is green, all right, then proceed. I am entrusting you with this mission. If you observe, a line indicates the dragon is preparing to attack that specific locale. We have already issued the command to the dragon. We're gonna take a look at the dragon's cave. This is my dragon. If I want to see its characteristics, I have them right here. We'll make another video explaining what the characteristics are and the feats.
Okay.
And this is I could cast some spells if I wanted to in this very first turn. I suggest we don't cast anything. Go conquer something conquerable and nothing more.
and what we're gonna do is incubate.
I want other dragons.
So my recommendation is that we should put. And it tells us it takes 15 turns to emerge. Well, look, we're going to increase the incubation cost. This is enormously much more expensive. It's always better and more efficient to do it slowly. But if you need it now in 3 turns, well, it costs you a lot of money. You have to be careful with that, okay? If you suddenly run out of money, then that's the end of the egg, okay? And what I'll do is cast a spell so it's born sooner. I'm going to launch a minor incubation phase, which will allow it to significantly increase. Okay? Good. Well, if you notice, the speed has changed to 2 turns. Well, another convenient thing is I set this, I leave them as they are, or I even raise this one a bit more to 40%, which isn't that inefficient, but it takes much less time, okay? Now, my main concern would be to focus on research, alright? So here I have a list of all the high-level spells that I'm able to cast on the wizard. All these spells at the very beginning of the game, you can safely ignore them. You'll definitely need them later on. And over here, I have the available construction. At the very beginning, I personally wouldn't build anything at all, except for perhaps the Shadow's Den. But even so, it's better. Better to wait for more, for several turns ahead until you have a slightly more robust economy. Right now, you're quite weak.
I would, yes, the ingredients are what I need to cast my spells, and this.
The yellow bar means that I have just a little bit left to completely understand the ingredient. And if there is no bar, it means I don't know it at all. Okay, I haven't been able to experiment with it. For example, everything in green means that if there's any spell with this ingredient, I could cast. In fact, we're going to go for a moment to the spell section and notice that I know these 2 ingredients, and that's why I can cast it. But if I remove the filters, spells will appear that I don't know a single one of the ingredients for. That's why,
If they're showing red, I can't launch them because I don't know what's supposed to go here. The only way I can now investigate it is I'm going to buy 4 of these and 4 of those, for example. And I'm going to experiment with them. I mean, I'm going to throw an egg at them. I'm leaving this laboratory. I'll take the ones I don't know. I don't know what they're for, and I'm doing a lot of tests. If by chance you discover a little spell, well, obviously, not only does the spell book appear, but you also make it available for free. Okay?
And also this one and this one.
And this one, and these two.
I believe the turn is already done, so we can go ahead and end it.
Yes, absolutely it is.
So Natar, here you can see our magnificent dragon which goes and attacks. I've placed this little shield on it, which means we've successfully claimed it. Notice that it now earns a bit of money, because if the dragon stays within the city, it makes more money. It scares those who are living there and forces them to pay a little bit more. If you remove it, you'll see that the income isn't... they drop a little. We're in the green now, meaning there's no danger of losing more money, okay? Of running out of money and dying. And here the computer, if you want to see what it did, well, it logically attacked. Notice we can see their tower and we can't attack them yet. To do that, it was essential to explore it, but we'll address that in the next turn.
Okay.
Let's see. So the investigation we have carried out has ended. See if you remember the ingredients we launched. We have discovered the marble and the dragos and the gadria and the dantau canina that we used. They have increased the yellow until it reaches the bar. So we now have all the ingredients that had the marble or the jelly or the...
Well, we could now begin to cast those spells.
As a general rule.
Well, look at this. Thanks to all the experimentation we've done, we would now be able to cast the Vision 1 spell. And this is... It is launched from this spot. Okay, right here. We cannot launch it when we are standing here, but... Vision 1, and we already have it, because we know it well. The problem is that we didn't purchase any additional, so we cannot launch it. Alright then, so this has been turn number 1. I truly hope that you've all been able to understand it. We will be making a follow-up video later on, covering the subsequent rounds. That's all for the moment.